Are you? I hope you all are fine. So आज जो पर्सनालिटी हमारे साथ है बड़ी हमें बहुत मुश्किल हुई हमें ये वीडियो शूट करने में, बट फाइनली आज ये दिन आई गया कि हम ये शूट कर रहे हैं पॉडकास्ट. तो आई वांट टू इनवाइट Aman Mustafa, my cousin, the one and only.
Abdullah, it's a pleasure to be on your show today, and we'll be talking about Allama Iqbal and Quaid-e-Azam. Whatever topic or questions you have, I'm going to answer that.
I have some questions for you. The first question is, what is your thought about Allama Iqbal and Quaid-e-Azam?
Allama Iqbal was a visionary poet. He made the dream, he created the dream of a separate Muslim state. While Quaid-e-Azam was a leader, he put that idea into reality and gave us a state that we could live in peacefully.
What were the role of Quaid-e-Azam and Allama Iqbal in the independence of Pakistan?
Quaid-e-Azam was a leader of All India Muslim League. So he was a driving force behind the campaign. He negotiated with the Britishers and the Hindus at the time of partition. While Allama Iqbal was an intellectual support, was an ideological support for the Muslims of Pakistan. He helped inspiring the idea of a separate Muslim state.
How did Allama Iqbal poetry inspire the Muslim towards nationhood?
His poetry instilled and inspired Muslims to freedom, to self-respect, and to an idea of a separate state where you can practice your religion and live freely without the oppression of Britishers or any other community at that time.
How did Allama Iqbal influence the idea of separate Muslim state?
In Allama Iqbal's 1930 address, he mentioned about political and religious freedom, where he informed or where he inspired the Muslims to look at a bigger picture, at a bigger idea of a state where they could live freely, practice religion freely, and be democratically and politically free from oppressors like Britishers at that time.
Can you summarize Quaid-e-Azam leadership during the partition of Pakistan?
That had to be done for a new nation, for a nation that was born ready in 1947. It was not ready to live in for concept or ready in terms of politics and democracy. So Quaid-e-Azam drafted the first constitution of Pakistan. He established the government that would govern the country in a certain way. He also worked for foreign relations, for foreign reforms that would help Pakistan to make ties with other countries like USA and China. Later China came, and these reforms helped Pakistan to develop over the years. Be it the roads of Pakistan, the highways, the motorways, the buildings, or our nuclear power development, our air force, our army. All these fundings were received from the UN or the US in the future, that were done by Quaid-e-Azam. The base was laid by Quaid-e-Azam to help Pakistan to grow, to establish a government that would become consistent and that would become stable in the upcoming years.
Quaid-e-Azam and Allama Iqbal are important for Pakistan.
Major points. The first one was the leadership, second was the inspiration, third was advocacy, and the dream to look at a wider vision, at a broader vision for all the Muslims. And also the last one, nation building. How to build a nation step by step.
Quaid-e-Azam play during the negotiation of Pakistan.
He presented the demands of Muslims at that time and insisted the Britishers and the Hindus and all the other communities to actually understand what the Muslims need.
What about the partition of Pakistan is right or wrong? If right, so why right? If wrong, so why wrong?
So that is a really controversial question. I mean, most of us Pakistanis think and Indians think that the partition was good, but my opinion differs here. I personally think that we would have been a much greater and stronger country if we would have been together. You see, our enemy today is India. That is what our kids say, that our enemy is India. When we play the Pakistan versus India match, we are always against India, and that happens on that side too. India is against us, against Pakistan. They think that Pakistan is an enemy. But we should understand that the enemy was not Pakistan or India. The enemy was the Britishers. England was the enemy. So we should be together and fight against the England society or the Britishers. But what we do is we fight amongst each other. That was the motive of the Britishers at that time. They wanted it to be that way. So if we see right now, there are more Muslims in India than in Pakistan, which means there are a lot of Muslims that are happy there, that are living really happily. And that means just imagine for a second that this 32 or 30 crores of population of Pakistan, yeah, 25 crores of population of Pakistan, and the 130 crores of population of India, if we combine together and we make our nuclear bombs and make our nuclear resources, make our crops together, we would become such a great nation that USA and Saudi Arabia and in England or Russia would have been under us. We would have been ruling the world, but we have become enemies because of a third party. Our skin color is same, our skin tone is same, our languages are same, our dialect is same, our way of eating food, our biryani is same, our nihari is same. What is the difference? Just Hindu and Muslim? No, that is just a bahana. That is just a distraction from the Britishers. We have Hindu friends, our friends have Muslim friends or Hindu friends. There are a lot of Muslims in India and they're really happy. So we should understand that in the end of the day, we all are brothers and sisters. We should not be against each other. And I personally think that partition was not a friendly partition. It was a distraction from the Britishers to break us apart and then rule us till the rest of the lives.
For coming on our show, आप आए, हमें बहुत अच्छा लगा, and I am really thankful to you, and thank you.
No, I really thank you for inviting me to this show and asking me for my opinions and for my answers on this subject. And I really love your setup here. You have got a camera and a light. Amazing setup. Thank you so much.